Okay. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad that you are able to join me. My name is Marci Speich. I am a member of Be Well, and I am also a teacher for Madison Public Schools and mindfulness teacher. I also have a business called Backyard Yoga, where I offer yoga and mindfulness to the community. So I'm really happy to be here today. This video is one part of a three-part series. You could perhaps find the other videos. One of them is a chair movement, chair yoga sequence, about 15 minutes long. I also have another movement practice that's about 15 minutes long with a little bit of yoga, a little bit of qigong, more of standing postures. And then finally, this is the third of the series, and this one is going to be a simple body scan. So in a body scan, most commonly people will lie back. I'm going to stay seated in my chair so that I can guide the practice. The other participants that are watching on the Zoom right now, you are welcome to stay in your chair and do this as a seated practice, or maybe you're watching this at work or at your desk and it feels right to be in a seated position. That absolutely works. Or maybe you want to lie back. So whatever works for you. Those of you who are watching, if you want to turn off your screen and lie back, go for it. If you want to stay seated, stay seated. Here we are. Eyes can close. That oftentimes is a nice way to just shut out a little bit of the outside stimuli. But if it feels safer or it feels more grounding to actually keep the eyes open, that works too. But try to create a soft gaze that you're not looking all around. Feeling the body begin to settle. Noticing what is making contact with the ground or the bed or the couch or the chair, or whatever that might be. Just check in, the body as a whole. What's touching? What's holding you up? And just let gravity hold you up. We have kind of a habit very commonly that we're still lifting, we're working, expending energy where we don't need to. You are supported here by the earth. So let the earth and gravity do its job and get a little heavy. Feeling the body supported. And do a check-in with the breath. Where is the breath today? Do you feel it mostly in your nose? Do you feel the breath in the chest or in the belly? Not trying to create anything special, it's just the breath flowing. The breath can be a really helpful anchor. If you're noticing that your mind wanders as we do the body scan, maybe it's helpful to just keep coming back to the sensation of the breath in the nose or the sensation of the breath in your belly. And then the attention can land all the way down to your feet. See if you can feel the feet, maybe inside shoes, maybe your bare feet. Allowing the awareness to just settle right on the left foot and the right foot. Do your feet feel cold? Are the feet warm? We're not trying to change anything. We're just noticing how things are exactly as they are. Allowing the attention to shift up the legs. You have the shins, and then the back of the calves and the sides of the legs. Resting the awareness on the lower legs. Coming up to the knees. Left knee, right knee. Sometimes there can be a story around the knees if you feel any pain. Notice that it's there. And if you hear any distractions in the space where I am, notice that there is a distraction and see if you can come back to the sensation of the knees. Shifting from the knees to the thighs. Noticing how the body's three-dimensional. You have the front of the thighs and the back of the thighs, the sides. Allowing the legs to just feel kind of heavy. Let them be held. Thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, heels, toes. Coming to the hips and the lower belly and the lower back. Seeing what's there. Do you feel a spaciousness? Do you feel clothing? Allowing the breath to let the belly rise and fall. Noticing the whole torso. Can you feel the breath expanding and contracting the torso? You might feel it in the ribs. You might feel it in the back body or the chest. If you're lying down, maybe you even feel some pressure into the ground with each breath. Coming to the shoulders. Let them soften away from the ears or soften back into the ground. Feeling heavy and relaxed in the arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists, thumbs, palms, fingertips. Circling from the arms to the back of the body, the back of the neck, sides of the neck, and the throat. Don't be surprised if any story again pops up, any judgment of tightness or pain in the neck. Just notice if that's there. And then kind of just let that thought go and just be with whatever is there right now. Coming to the jaw. Unhinge the jaw. Maybe there's a little space between the teeth and the tongue could rest at the base of the mouth. Maybe you can even feel a little spaciousness in the roof of the mouth. Can you let the palate soften and expand? And then the awareness is on the face. Can you feel the temperature of the air around your face? Any furrow in the brow? See if you can let it soften or release the grip. And then we come all the way to the crown of the head. Taking a breath or two here. And then just as if you were in a rain shower, let's just see if we can allow the awareness to kind of just flow all the way back down the body. I'll call each of the body parts and just let the awareness come down like a rain on the body, the head, the cheeks, neck, shoulders, elbows, hands, chest, belly, hips, thighs, knees, lower leg, feet, beginning to loosen the attention a bit, not quite so focused on one area. Let's start to broaden out. Can you start to feel the whole body again? What is holding you? What are the places making contact? Whole body, from the toes to the head. Taking a breath or two in this more expansive awareness. And then as you feel ready, no rush, opening the eyes if they were closed, or even if that gaze was kind of soft. Let the eyes open, but fix on something in the room or wherever you may be. Maybe right now I'm looking at a doorknob. So just let the gaze, instead of coming back to the computer screen, fix your gaze on something in the room. Or if you're outside, it might just be even a blade of grass. And then expanding to look to either side, looking up and down. And then finally, we look back to the screen. And we will take one collective breath together. Hands can come to the sides. Let's wake ourselves back up a little bit. Inhaling, lift. And a full exhale out. You can join your hands to your heart, pressing a little bit right to the heart center, and a silent thank you to yourself for taking time out of your busy week to focus on your wellness. Know that you can bring yourself back to this feeling anytime that you need to. Namaste.